Zambonetti Transport is based out of Albany in Western Australia. We cart cattle and sheep all over the state and even across the Nullarbor to the eastern states. We also do trips into the Pilbara.
We currently have 10 Scanias in the fleet operating. 500s, we've got one older 530 T model, and the last purchases have been the 620s.
In the past I've driven American trucks and other European trucks. I started driving Scanias when I started for Zambonetti Transport. I currently drive the 620, which is about 18 months old. I am a big fan of Scania.
Typical day for our drivers would be sort of starting around 6 a.m. in the morning, 1 to 2 pickups probably within a 50k radius around here, either going to a lot feed or an abattoir, which is roughly between 300 to 400 k's. If they're stopping on the return trip, we could even camp overload early the next morning, but traditionally around about a 12-hour day.
There's a lot of small farms where getting this long vehicle in can be challenging, but with the Scania's tight steering circle, it makes it easier to get into places that otherwise we might not.
We'd shift probably around about 100, 110,000 head of cattle per annum, and sheep 200 to 250,000 per annum. The average weights we'd cart on a B-double would be around 60 to 65 tonne gross, and on our pocket train configurations between 80 and 90 tonne. And our triple road trains can probably go up to about 120 tonne gross.
The truck is not just your workplace, but also your home a lot of the time too. So to be happy with the truck that you drive is extremely important.
Slowly increasing with the 620s due to the work we've picked up, and obviously we think that's a pretty good standard that fits the work that we're doing currently. We've gone for the 130 tonne rated, and with the Opti Cruise and airbag, and that sort of I suppose it's become a bit of our stock standard now. It's sort of what we stick to, because that gives us capabilities of doing 1 to 3 trailers. Being the cab over, we can get into our lengths with the 3.2 metre wheelbase, and we believe Resale having 130 tonne, probably just a wider scope for the vehicles, you know, for the second-hand buyer to look at them.
I like the extras that you get, like being able to monitor your own driver performance and fuel performance. I like the extra space that the Highline cab gives you, the extra storage.
The major advantage we feel with the Scania V8 engine would be the torque for improved trip times, and obviously the fuel economy we do get out of the engines, because they're not revving flat out, not working flat out, how they govern now with the Opti Cruise gearbox, and so just a good steady pace and get fairly good results at the end of the day.
The Scania gearbox is that good that you really just put it in drive and drive it. And I'm not just bullshitting, that's that good, honestly. Yeah, it did amaze me coming up through the Chichester ranges. It might lose speed, but it never lose power.
I think the Scanias do help us retain drivers. All of our drivers, I would have to say, are very pleased with them. Smooth, quiet, comfortable, good visibility, good torque, and obviously fuel economy. Just overall a good truck to drive, I think, and probably doesn't sort of wear you out at the end of the day.
I would not drive anything else but a Scania. In the 18 months I've driven it, it's never let me down.
I think reliability is probably number one, and number two would be fuel economy, would be the strong points of the prime movers.